Dear students, welcome to today's class session. In the previous class, we were discussing the problems on statistics. That is, we were discussing statistics chapter of class 9. In this, we started exercise. Let us continue the problems in today's session. Dear students, the problem is given here. A TV channel organized a short message service SMS poll on prohibition on smoking. A TV channel organized short message service, that is SMS poll on prohibition of smoking. They have given some options A, B, C. Here A means prohibition, complete prohibition of smoking, complete prohibition of smoking. And B is prohibition in public places only. C is prohibition is not necessary. Here three options are given. The first option is complete prohibition, and the second option is this is A. A is complete prohibition, and next B, option B. Option B is prohibition in public places only. Prohibition in public places only. A, complete prohibition of on smoking. C, prohibition is not necessary. These are the three options given in the short message service poll. They have conducted a short message service poll, that is a TV channel conducted a short message on prohibition on smoking. Prohibition on smoking. This was conducted by the channel. Now let us see the given table, and they asked us represent the above data as a grouped frequency distribution table. We have to prepare a grouped frequency distribution table. This is the first one. In the second is how many appropriate answers were received. So we should count all the total number of answers. That gives us appropriate answers. Next, what was the majority of the people's opinion? What was the majority of the people's opinion? These are the questions. Now let us answer to this problem. Now we count A. How many A's are there? This is 1. This is 1. 2. Next, this is 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Let us cross check this column. So now when we cross check this, we are getting 19. We are getting 19. So the frequency of A is 19. The frequency of A is 19. So complete prohibition, poll poll for prohibition, complete prohibition was the answers are 19. The poll is 19. Now let us count how many bees are there. Now we count bees. That is prohibition in public places only. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So here we counted row wise. The cross checking for this is column wise. Now we check the first column. Right, it is verified. Now we check the second column. Correct. Next, third column. Verified. Fourth column. Verified. Fifth column. Verified. Sixth column. Verified. Seventh column. It is verified. Eighth column. Verified. Ninth column. Verified. Tenth column. It is verified. Next, last column. It is also verified. So how many bees are there? Here we observed 36 bees are there. So the frequency of B, option B, that is prohibition in public places only. prohibition in public places only has the frequency 36. Now we count the next option C. What is the next option C? Not necessary. That is, prohibition is not necessary. This is option C. Let us observe how many poles are there for the option C. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we observed 10 options, the 10 poles for option C. Let us cross check the first column. This is first column. It is verified. Next, second column. It is also verified. Third column. Verified. Now we verify the fourth column. Verified. Next, fifth column. It is also verified. Sixth column. Verified. Seventh column. Verified. Eighth column. Verified. Ninth column. Verified. 10th column. We are seeing, we are observing how many C's are there column wise. In the first attempt, we counted horizontally. Now we are counting vertically, cross checking. So 11th column. So here we observed how many C's are there? 10 C's are there. So the number of poles for C. The number of poles for C is 10. Now let us prepare the required table, and after that we will answer to the questions. What is the first question? How many total number of proper appropriate answers are there? So if we add all these answers, all these options, all these, we get, let us observe how many we get. So this is, if we add 19 plus 36 plus 10. So if we add all this, we are getting 10 plus 36, 46. 46 plus 19 is 65. So total number of appropriate answers were 65. Next, what was the majority of the people's opinion? Majority of the people's opinion is option B. What is option B? It is prohibition in public places only. Prohibition in public places only. This is option B. So it has majority polls 36. Now let us prepare the frequency distribution table. To prepare this frequency distribution table, first We note down. We note down the first column. First column is options. So this is now we are writing the steps. So first one is options. Option. Here is first one is A. Next it is option B. Next to option C. So now we have to write the tally marks. Second one is tally marks. And next the last column is frequency. The last column is frequency. Now, how many A's are observed there? 19 A's are there. We observed 19. The frequency of A is option A. The frequency of option A is 19. So we should write 19. So 19 can be written as 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4. Total should be 19. So to write tally marks, we are splitting the given this number as followed here. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4. Now we write the tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again we should write 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next we should write 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 19. Now we should prepare tally marks for the option B. Now what is the frequency of option B? We observed 36 poles. We observed 36 poles for option B. So we get the frequency of this option B is 36. Then how to write 36? So we should write 5. How many 5s should be written? 7 5s should be written. 5 into 7. This is equal to 35. And last one. So we should write 5s 7 times. We write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the first one. Now we write the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we write third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again now we write fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next we write fifth time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we should write seventh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total here we have written 35. Next 36 we want to write. So last one is one tally mark. So you should write the tally marks in this way. Now we prepare for option C. For option C, what is the frequency of option C? Option C has got 10 poles. So option C, this has got 10 poles. Option C has got 10 poles. The frequency of this option C is 10. Therefore, we can write it as 5 plus 5. 10 can be written as 5 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we get 5 plus 5 equal to 10. So this is how we prepare the frequency distribution table. Now, what is the first question? The first question is how many appropriate answers were received? So therefore, we write here total appropriate answers equal to, we should add all this, that is 19, 36, 10. 19 plus 36 plus 10. If we add all these 19 plus 36, it is 55. 55 plus 10, 65. So total number of appropriate answers were 65 in this case. Now the second question, what is the, what was the majority of the people's opinion? What was the majority of people's opinion? Majority of the people's opinion was option B. Within brackets, what is B? It is prohibition in public places only. Prohibition on smoking. Prohibition on smoking in public places only. So we write here prohibition on smoking in public places only. So with this we completed the answer for this given question. Now We start the next problem. Here the problem is represent the data represent the data in adjacent bar graph. A bar graph is given as frequency distribution table. Here frequency distribution table is given. So we have to prepare the frequency distribution table for the given bar graph. So what is the bar graph here? So this is the bar graph given. Here it is 40. Here we have cycles. 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 How many cycles are there here? 40. It is 40. Students can refer to the textbook. You can refer the page number 201. Students can refer the page number 201. Here for cycles 40. Here it is 40. And scale on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 5 vehicles. 1 centimeter equal to 1 centimeter equal to 5 vehicles. So how many centimeters are there? 40 centimeters. So 40 multiplied by 5. 40 multiplied by 5. Number of so next the second one is 30. Here autos it is 30. Next option is dear students, observe this table. Observe this table. This is the table given to us, bar graph. The bar graph is given to us. Students can refer to the page number 201. This is page number 201. So you can refer this page. Students can refer this page. So here cycles. Cycles. How many cycles are there? So it is represented as a 40. It is represented as 40. So I will write here it is 40. Cycles 40. I will otherwise I will write here cycles you have 40. This is 40. And next option is autos. Here autos is from the graph it is 30. 30 autos are there. That is on bar graph it is shown 30. And next the third option is bikes. Bikes. From the graph here it is showing 45. From the graph it is showing 45. So bikes 45. And next cars. Cars. From the graph it is shown 25. From the graph we can read it as 25. So now here we should observe this scale on x-axis. Scale on x-axis is 1 centimeter equal to 1 centimeter equal to 5 vehicles. 5 vehicles. Now we should represent this given data in the form of a frequency distribution table. We should represent this in the form of a frequency distribution table. Now let us answer to this question now. To answer to this question, we should prepare now let us start to write the frequency distribution table. Now we write here frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table. Here the first column is type of vehicle. type of vehicle. The second column is number of vehicles, that is frequency. Number of vehicles. Number of vehicles. So it is frequency. Now what is the first one? We can write cars. The first one is cars. It has frequency 25. Cars. How many cars? How many? What is the frequency of cars there? 25 units. Here number of vehicles are in scale. We should write scale also. Scale 1 centimeter equal to 5 vehicles. This is on x-axis. On x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 5 vehicles. So here number of vehicles are expressed in units. 25 units are mentioned here. 25 units means 25 multiplied by 5. That will be the answer. That will be the total number. So number of vehicles expressed in units. The second option is bikes. How many bikes are observed? 45 bikes are observed. So now bikes. So I should write here. This is actually the third column. Number of vehicles. We have to write the tally marks also. So we write here tally marks. And last one, number of vehicles. That is a frequency. The last one column is the frequency. So here we should write cars. The frequency of cars is 25. How can we write 25? 25 can be written as 5 multiplied by 5. That is, we should write 5 tally marks. 25 tally marks can be written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the first one. Now we write the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So up to now I have written 20. Now we should write the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total 25 tally marks. So tally marks should be written in this way. Now number of cars, it is 25. Now we should note down the frequency for bikes. What is the frequency for bikes? It is 45. 45 is the frequency for bikes. Now how to write this? We can write 5 multiplied by 9. So we should write 9 times. So 45 can be written as 5 multiplied by 9. So let us write the tally marks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth. Up to now, I have written 25. So we should write remaining 20 also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let us count. This is sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. So let us observe tally marks are written here 45. Tally marks should be written 45. We should write 45. Is it verified? Now we should write the frequency of autos. What is the frequency of autos? 30. Frequency of autos is 30. So we should write now the frequency for autos. Autos. Autos, its frequency is 30. So how do you write 30? 30 equal to 5 multiplied by 6. So we should write 6 blocks of tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fourth day. This is 24 up to now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20, 25. Up to here we have written 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is complete now. We have written the tally marks 30 because the frequency for autos is 30. This is how you should learn to write the tally marks and the frequency. Now we consider the next type of vehicle, cycles. How many cycles are observed there? 40 cycles are there. How many cycles are there? 40 cycles. So here we write cycles. Cycles. What is the frequency of cycles? It is 40. 40 can be written as 5 multiplied by 8. So let us now write the tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So up to now I have written 20. I have written 20 tally marks. Now I write the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have completed the table. This is how we answered to the given question. So let us observe this table. Cars. How many cars are there? 25 cars. How many bikes are there? 45 bikes are there. Autos 30. Next cycles 40. So this is the answer for the given problem. Now we will start the next problem. The sixth problem will be started now. Now let us see the sixth problem. Here we have the sixth problem. Identify the scale used. First, we should identify the scale used on the axis of adjacent graph. On the axis of adjacent graph. Next, that is first one. Second question is write the frequency distribution table. We should write the frequency distribution table, and also we should write the scale. Here we should write scale on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to, here if you observe this the start with it starts with 2 on x-axis 2. So that means 1 centimeter on x-axis equal to, here it starts with 2. Let us observe this. What is the first one? This is class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5. The next one is class 6. Class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. Here class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. So 1 centimeter equal to 1 centimeter for one class. 1 centimeter for one class. 1 centimeter equal to one class interval. It is observed. So 1 class interval. We observed this. And next on y-axis it starts with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That means on y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 students. How many students are there? 1 centimeter represents 10 students. 1 centimeter on y-axis equal to 10 students. So now let us prepare the table. Okay, right. Now for first class, how many students are there? Here it is 40. First class is 40. So let us note down here first class 40 and second class it is in between 50 and 60. In between 50 and 60, that is it is 45. 55. Second class is 55 students. Number of students in first class is 40. Second class students 55. Next third class students, it is in between 60 and 70, that is 65. What is the how many students are there in third class? 65 students. So 65 units are there here. It is 65. Next class 4. Class 4 it is 30. Class 4 is 30 students. Number of students is 30. And next fifth class. Fifth class it is in between 10 and 10 and 20. So it is 15. So you just observe the table. First class 40, second class 55, third class 65, fourth class 30, fifth class 15. Next sixth class it is 0. Sixth class is 0. So now let us prepare the table. This is problem 6. So answer for the problem 6. Now we should write the scale. What is the scale on x-axis? Scale on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 class interval. Now we write the scale. Scale on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 class interval. Next on y-axis. On y-axis 1 centimeter equal to how many students are there? Students were given 1 centimeter equal to 10 students. It is 10 students. Now let us prepare the table. We prepare the table for class 1 to class 10, class 5. Class 1 to class 5. This is we write frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table. First we write the class and the next one is tally marks. And third total number of students in a class. So we write the first It is class. And the second one is tally marks. The first one is class. Next, tally marks. Third, number of students. This is the frequency F. Now, class 1, that is first class. First class. How many students are there in the first class? 40 students were given. It is given that there are 40 students. So 40 students, we can write 40 means 5 multiplied by 8. So let us write the tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 multiplied by 8. So total we have written 40. The frequency, that is number of students in first class. Number of students in the first class is it is 40. Now we consider the second class. How many students are there in the second class? 55 students are there in the second class. So now we write second class. Second class. So total number of students here is 55. The frequency is 55. 55 can be written as 5 multiplied by 11. So now we write the tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have written up to here 20. Up to here 20. Now, next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this column also we have written 20. 20 plus 20, 40. Now we have to write 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how we write the tally marks 55. Next we consider the third class. So we write third class. What is the frequency of what is the how many students are there in the third class? Here we observed 65 students in the third class. 65 students are there in the third class. So we should write 65. Number of students is 65. So how to write 65 in tally marks? 5 multiplied by 13. This is equal to 65. Let us write the tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we have written 20. 20 tally marks are written. Now we write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here also, in this row also I have written 20. Total 40. Now we write next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have written 20 tally marks here. 20, 20, 20. Total 60 tally marks are written now. So we should write 5 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total 65 tally marks. We have written 65. Now let us consider class 4. How many students are observed are there in class 4? In the fourth class, 30 students are there in the fourth class. 30 students are there in the fourth class. Now we write fourth class. Fourth class. Number of students is 30. 30 students are there. So 30 tally marks can be written as 5 multiplied by 6, that is equal to 30. So let us write the tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So up to here I have written 20. 20 tally marks. Now I should write the remaining 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here I have written 10. 20 plus 10 is 30. So here we have written the tally marks for class 4. Now we write tally marks and frequency for 5th class. 5th class. How many students are there in 5th class? 15 students are there in 5th class. 15 students. So that is, we can write 5 multiplied by 3 equal to 15. We write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. Up to here 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have written 15. So totally The table is completed now. In this problem, they have asked to prepare the frequency distribution table, and we should write the scale also. Scale on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 class interval, and on y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 students. This is how we should answer to this question. Now we consider the next problem, that is the seventh problem. We should start the seventh problem now. Let us start the seventh problem. Let us see the problem now. Here the problem is given. Seventh problem, the marks of 30 students. Here the number of students is 30. Total number of students is 30 students are there. Total number of students is 30. Obtained in a test of out of 75 marks are given. Here these are the observations. Now hint, from form a frequency distribution table with equal class intervals. So it is given the specifically we should prepare equal class intervals. So all the class intervals should be, the size of all class intervals should be 10 only. The size of all classes intervals should be 10 only. Here it is given one of them being 0 to 10. So that means we can write here up to 75. So 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. Next 80 to 90, 90 to, not all this, we should strike off this. We have marks up to 75 only. We have marks up to 75 only. Now let us count how many students have scored the marks from 0 to 10. That is we are calculating now the first, this is the first one, 0 to 10. I will here are there any student from 0 to 10? No. Next 7 marks. So how many students are there in a 0 to 1 class interval? In 0 to 10 class interval, one student is there. So the frequency of this class interval is 1. Now we consider the second class interval 10 to 20. 10 to, now we consider 10 to 20. Let us observe. In the first row there are no students. Here 17, again 17, 14, next 20. So how many students are observed are there in this class interval? In the class interval of 10 to 20, we there are 4 students. There are 4 students. Now let us count the number of students in the third class interval. That is in third class interval, third 20 to 30. Let us observe the marks obtained by the students from 20 to 30. Here 21 marks. Next 29 marks. 21 marks, 29 marks. Again here we observe 27 marks. So how many students are there in this class interval? 3 students got marks from 20 to 30. In this class interval 3 students are there. So the frequency of this class interval is 3. Now let us consider the next class interval, that is 30 to 40. 30 to 40. Let us observe the first. Here 30 to 40 means 37. Next 38. 38. 37. 37. Again here 38. 33 marks. 39 marks. 39 marks. So how many students got marks from 30 to 40? Here total 7 students are observed. 7 students. So we can write here, this is frequency of this class interval is 7. Now let us consider the next class interval, that is 40 to 50. We will observe how many students got marks between from 40 to 50. From 40 to 50. So first is 42 marks. Here 50 is here, but we should consider this 50 in the next class interval 50 to 60. We should consider this in the next class interval only. We should not consider 50 in this class interval. 40 to 50 we should not consider. 50 should be considered in the next class interval 50 to 60. So this is what all students must understand. 42. Here again 42. 49. 47. So in this first row, how many students are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us observe the second row. Here 44 and next 42. Total how many students have got marks from 40 to 50? We observed total 7 students in this class interval. So we write the frequency of this class interval is 7. Now we consider the next class interval. Here next class interval is 50 to 60. 50 to 60 marks. 50 to 60 marks. So now I write here 50 to 60 marks. The first student here 50 marks, 52 marks, 57 marks. Here in this first class interval we observe 3 students. Next fourth 54, 51. How many? Here we missed 53. So total how many students are there in this class interval? 7 students have got 7 students got the marks from 50 to 60. So the frequency of this is class interval is the frequency of 50 to 60 class interval is 7. So now we consider the next class interval, that is 60 to 70. 60 to 70 class interval. Let us note down this 60 to 70. Here 61 marks. So only one student got 61 marks. That means the frequency of this class interval is 1. This is 1. Now let us consider the last class interval 70 to 75. So 70 to 80. 70 to 80. There is no such student who got marks from 70 to 75. There is no such student. So let us observe this 0 to 10 frequencies, class interval frequency is 1. And next 10 to 20 class interval frequency is frequency of 10 to 20 class interval is 4. Next frequency of 20 to 30 class interval is 3. Frequency of 30 to 40 class interval is 7. Frequency of 40 to 50 class interval is 7. Frequency of 50 to 60 class interval is 7. Frequency of 70 to 80 class interval is 1. Frequency of 70 to 80 is 0. So this is the information we have observed. Now let us prepare the required table. We should prepare the distribution. We should prepare the frequency distribution table now using this information. Now let us start the frequency distribution table. So the first column is marks, that is the class interval. Marks, this is class interval. The second column is we write tally marks. Second column is tally marks. Third column is number of students. Number of students, that is the frequency. Number of students, it is the frequency. Now let us note down the frequency distribution table. We start with class interval 0 to 10. So let us write the frequency of 0 to 10. How many students got marks from 0 to 10? Only one student got. We observed that one. So the frequency of this class interval is 1. Now we write the frequency of second class interval, that is 10 to 20. 10 to 20. What is the frequency of 10 to 20 class interval? It is 4. 4 is the frequency of this class interval. So we write tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4. And next we write the tally marks and frequency for class interval 20 to 30. How many students are there in this class interval? 3. 3 students got marks from 20 to 30. So now we can write the tally marks 3. Now we write the frequency and tally marks for 30 to 40 class interval. How many students have got marks from 30 to 40? In this class interval, there are 7 students. So if the frequency of this is 7, so we write 5 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Now 50 to 60, 40 to 50. 40 to 50. What is the frequency of 40 to 50 class interval? We observed it is 7. The frequency of 40 to 50 class interval is 7. So we write it 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Next we write 50 to 60. What is the frequency of 50 to 60 class interval? It is 7. The frequency of 50 to 60 class interval is 7. We counted all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we write the frequency of 60 to 70. 60 to 70 class interval. How many students got marks from 60 to 70? Only one student got between marks between 60 to 70. So the frequency of this class interval is 70. Now we write the frequency of the last class interval, that is 70 to 80. Maximum marks conducted, maximum marks are 75 only. This class interval is 70 to 80. So what is the frequency of this 70 to 80 class interval? 0 students. There is no such student. There is no such student. So this is how we prepare the frequency distribution table using the given data. Dear students, I would like to continue the problems on this in this chapter, statistics of class 9. Tomorrow students can concentrate on all these mathematical procedures, how we have prepared the frequency distribution tables, and the observations are very important. We should find the scale measurements also. On x-axis, the scale should be taken into consideration, and on y-axis also the scale should be measured. We should understand how we draw graphs. 1 centimeter equal to, that is 1 unit of 1 unit on the scale equal to how many units of the given data. It should be written very clearly. Dear students, you start preparing well from the starting of the academic year until the end of the academic year, so that you will be able to understand the concepts in mathematics in the better way. Thank you all students. Thank you very much. All the best.